Hey go-getters, I've got a question for you. When you're working towards your big goals or your big dreams, are you optimistic? Should you be optimistic? After all, some say that being optimistic is simply being unrealistic. Well, I want to share a story with you that demonstrates the power of optimism. So just a couple decades ago, the world's leading researcher on optimism, Martin Seligman, thought that if he could convince firms to hire salesmen who were optimistic, they could increase their revenue. So he approached MetLife Insurance Company and proposed that they conduct an optimism test during their screening process for new employees to decide who to hire. Well, they already had a test in place to decide who they were going to hire for salesmen, but Seligman was still able to convince them to add an additional optimism test. And guess what happened? Those who scored at the top level of the optimism scores and actually failed the original exam that MetLife had in place outperformed those who had performed poorly on optimism by 8% in the first year and by over 30% in the second year. Guys, optimism is a character strength. And by practicing optimism, you foster resilience whenever you face challenges as you're working towards your goals. So for those salesmen who faced 10, 11, 12 rejections in a row, that didn't affect them personally or pervade other areas of their work as a result. So if you want to take a deeper dive into your level of optimism and discover how you can have a more optimistic orientation towards your goals, I hope you'll consider joining the Action Club levels, as well as the Action Club Goal Support Groups, which meets every Wednesday in the Startup FIU office in Mark 340 from 7 to 8 p.m. Or you can go to the Thursday session that happens in CBC 142 from 2 to 3 p.m. Download the Optimism worksheet that's included with this video. Bring it to the goal support group within the next week and you will earn 1 point toward awesome Action Club prizes at the end of the semester. See you soon.